DS Online TV. Feel the social experience.
Brian, can a lady ask you out? Hold that thought right there. Let's talk to our viewers first and I'll come back and take your answers. Viewers, that was just by the way, but then from that, I guess you can deduce the title for today's discussion. We are asking, can a lady ask a guy out? That's our topic for discussion today, and it is DS Online TVGH. Kindly subscribe if you haven't, follow if you are not following, like, share, and leave your comment. Stick and stay with us and enjoy the conversation. All right, Brian, back to you. Can a lady ask you out?
I do not think she can.
Why?
Yeah, because before she gets there,
Mm-hmm.
I will open up. I'll definitely open up before she gets there.
You are
So
sure?
I won't let her I won't push her or I won't keep her for that long
Okay.
to ask me. No,
What
it's not going to happen.
Are you sure? What if she has given you all the green lights and you have not seen it, or refusing to see it, or refusing to act, and she gets fed up and decides to take things into her own hands and be the man over here?
Right. I think I will stop speaking for myself and I'll speak for the generality of men.
Okay.
Right. And that has to go with 90% of women.
Mm-hmm.
We are stuck by women in friendship for a reason.
Tell me more.
For just one reason. And that reason is waiting for a crack in a relationship or a crack in a relationship for us to step in.
Okay.
Or we are just there because she has made it clear to us that friendship is all I can give you.
Okay.
Right? So when a guy comes into any kind of relationship with you, not romance, right? Friendship or whatever, he's there, like I said, because of the boundary you have set.
Okay.
So if not set any boundary, or even if you set boundaries, as you guys get along, when the guy starts to like you, he will tell you. And before he gets to know that there's a boundary, he will definitely try to express himself to you that I like you. I would like us to have A, B, and C, right? Before you be like, no, I'm not ready. I don't think I want to do this. No, right? But if a woman or a girl, you and your friend, a male friend, can have that friendship for a long time, and you will have to take the responsibility of showing signs or telling him, then you should ask yourself a question. There's something you should ask yourself. That is simply because that guy, if he likes you, he will make it known to you. He will not wait for you to open up. He will tell you before you even think of saying anything to him.
Probably he's waiting for his right time, and his right time is not your right time, so you decide to go first.
What kind of right time? What right time can a man wait for? When I come into contact with a girl, a woman that I like, and we are friends, just because she says friendship is all friendship is all we can have, right? At the moment, and cool, we are there, and she still relates me very well, because there are instances where, when the opposite sex or as a man, when women tell us, I cannot give you this, you see, we men, the level of attention that we give, it drops, right?
Okay,
But here's a situation where I still talk to you every time. I still relate to you on a fair ground, very nice, right? And you too reciprocate it. You give me the same thing in return. So I'm like, okay, you like my vibe. You are cool with whatever I say to you. So you are okay with the friendship. Now, remember that love grows from these things.
Okay.
The more you talk, the more you get to know and understand each other, the more a possibility for anything to grow up.
Okay.
So as I give you the attention and you return the same attention to me, there's a possibility that we will have some kind of fluidity. And that fluidity is what is going to lead any of us to doing or saying anything.
Okay.
So as we are getting along, we talk very well, we do this very well. Even if I tell you before and you turn me down or you tell me you're not interested, in future, I will tell you again. Once we still talk, we still relate very well. I will tell you again another time that, come on, what are you doing? I mean, there was a time I told you how I feel about you. I mean, why don't you do anything about it? And I say this because I feel like if you do not like me, the level of attention you give me, you will not give me. So once you give me that attention, that level of that much attention, I know or I believe in there somewhere you have a spot for me and you can consider me. So I'll come again. So if the guy doesn't say anything, then you, the woman, should start checking yourself. Maybe he doesn't like me, or maybe he doesn't feel like I'm the type of woman he likes or he would like to be with.
Okay.
Women don't wait for women to tell us they like us or they want us. They want us to go out.
All right. Okay, so let me hear Maunu's thoughts and I'll come back to you. Just hold your thoughts, okay? Hold it. Maunu, can you ask a guy out? Stop clearing your throat. There is nothing wrong with your throat.
Can I ask a guy out? Yes and no.
Okay, let's hear you.
Yes, I would ask a guy out if after showing every sign and everything he needs to see, and he's still that shy person. Like, you can't be shy all the time. After 3-5 years of friendship, and I see that you're not in a relationship, you talk about finding a woman. You're always, I have to get married, and I'm there doing everything.
Wifely duties.
Like, wifely everything, and you can't say anything. Well, I will not go straight to saying it, but I'll
Okay.
surely do certain things to make
For
you
you
know
to
that,
see.
yeah. No, on the other side, just like Brian said, men go for what they want.
All right.
You can't force a man to like you. A man should be able to stand for himself because they have that EJO.
The
Ego.
ego.
No, I call it ego. So they have that thing. So on one side, I wouldn't go straight to asking a guy out.
Okay.
But in another way, I should do things to show the sign that, okay, after several years of the friendship, I think I'm okay. I'm liking everything you're doing. I'm okay with it. At least you need a half, and I think you are that person
you
that
are
will
the half
complete.
to
You are the
complete
completing part of me. So I'll surely do things to make you see. Yeah.
I'll still ask you.
It's a yes or no.
I know. But then, after doing all the things, and he's not getting what you are saying, directly or indirectly.
That's going to be difficult, but I will still play along, and then there are certain conversations that will convince someone to say something they wouldn't want to say.
Okay.
So I could put you at a spot that will make you see it.
Push him through another angle.
Yeah, example.
Okay.
So we are sitting and you're looking at another woman and you're talking of you settling with her and everything. Then I ask you, so am I not fit for that?
Am I not your spec?
Am I yeah, that kind of questions. You put the person to a thought.
Okay.
No, like, I've been with this
What
person
is she
for
trying
long.
to
Why
see?
yeah. So you put the person at a spot that will make him think that way. Yeah, but not just go straight forward. Like, I like you. Duh.
Brian, can we put you on the spot? Plant thoughts in your mind.
So
What she just said.
So you
She's giving you all the signs.
yeah. So
and you're still not.
in this situation now, I think I'll have to play the voice advocate, innit? Right. So
No problem.
so you pushing me to the corner where I will have no option.
No,
than
you
to-
could have your
No,
options.
let me finish.
Okay.
Let me finish. You push me to a state
Okay.
where I'll have no option
Okay.
than to understand this is what you are telling me,
Exactly.
right?
Yeah.
And that is planting the thoughts in my head
Yes.
that this, right? Now, this is what I'm saying, or I said earlier,
Okay.
right? That it is very easy for a man to know that he wants you or not,
Okay.
Okay.
whilst you guys are friends.
Okay.
So if he's not telling you,
Okay.
It means he doesn't want
it
you.
means it's either he doesn't want to lose you.
As
There
a
are
friend.
Yes, there are people who value friendship,
Yeah.
and I'm one of those people.
Prioritize
There are people who
friendship.
value friendship more than anything,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
So you can owe me money when I come for it, and you refuse to pay the money after some time. I can just let the money go just to keep the friendship.
Okay.
Okay.
So, in order not to lose you, by having you as a partner, a romance partner, and something happen in future, then we break up. We can break up for lots of reasons,
Okay.
some of which can make us become bitter of each other.
Yeah.
And when such things happen, it means the friendship is gone.
Yes, definitely.
The friendship that I have with you is gone.
Yeah.
And I won't be able to have you as a friend. So I can like you, even though I feel like, even though I have the view that if I like you, I should tell you.
Yeah.
Let's put that one aside. But I can still like you, and I feel like you're the perfect woman for me. You're a woman of my dream. But what if it doesn't work out? I'll end up losing the relationship and losing the friendship. Maybe whilst we are friends, I have you always around, where when I need tips on how to do some freaky stuff with other girls, I ask you. I open up to you to some extent that I know there's no way me and you can have a relationship. So I open up to you,
Okay.
even goes as deep as I can.
Okay.
Now, I do all these things, and now you get to know and understand me very well, who I am. I've exposed myself to you, right? So there's going to be a question, because I know I don't want you as a partner.
Yeah.
So I don't care whatever I say to you. The only thing I care about is you protecting the things I tell you.
Yeah.
So I tell you everything. So when you intend come back in return to tell me, I don't care about whatever you say to me. I don't care whatever you do. I mean, I don't care. All of this things don't matter to me.
The
I
number
just
of
think
girls
you
you
and
be with.
exactly. I've been blatantly honest to tell you all these things.
Yeah.
And how do you think I can easily accept you coming back to tell me upon all these things I share with you? Having in my mind that if I accept and we become partners and end up being married couples, right?
You use it against.
Anything can happen. Anything can happen tomorrow, where we get married, and maybe any kind of conversation, or you are like, hey, we know those are the things you've been doing to them, because I told you
Yeah.
in the past. I opened up to you all these things. So it's
Okay.
very easy for you to know, because now you know me and you understand me very well.
Wouldn't that still boil down to the fact that you need to talk about all this, like communication? Yes. You mentioned even if you see it, you pretend not to see. But you know that definitely it's going to hurt her feelings one way or the other. So why not sit her down? In this scenario, you don't want to have anything to do with her romantically.
Yeah.
But then you value the friendship. So why not sit her down? Let her know that I see all that you are doing, but this is my take on this. What about that? Isn't that healthy than just leaving it?
Yeah, it's good you have conversation.
Mm-hmm.
It's good you communicate these things to each other, so you can have a proper understanding,
Yeah.
and you can have a proper stand.
Okay.
I mean, in a friendship, right? But in doing this, you are still going to put a couple of things at stake, right? You're going to put a couple of things at stake.
Like,
The point has already been made clear,
okay.
right? Now, first of all, if you want to communicate something, we communicate in so many ways.
Yeah.
Maybe we don't have to sit down to
And
talk.
talk.
I don't have to sit you down to talk to you or to tell you what I think about the two of us. But I can just jokingly or playfully be like, stop what you are doing. You, if I date you, I mean, you, if me and you have a relationship, I'll worry you. I'll worry you.
What
Me, you
is-
can't date me. Yes, I can communicate to you in
Yeah.
a nice, in a jovial way. But me, you can't date me and you are like, oh, you, what do you think? Why do you think?
And she also
You-
takes it as a,
Exactly.
as a
So
joke.
she also
and still
responds the
comes
same
back.
way. And I'll be like, you think I'm a nice person? It's because we are just friends. That's why you are seeing me this way. You know? So there are ways of communicating. So I can communicate it to you in this very way. And that is up to you to go and think about what I say. Whatever I say, you have to go and think about it. If I'm serious, if I'm joking, and if I'm serious and I'm like, okay, so I'm just being nice to you, I'm just being this transparent, or I'm just being this way because we are just friends. I know I cannot lose you on any day because
Okay.
of these things or because of the way I treat you. Because when it comes to friendship, you and your friend can stay for, no matter how good a friendship is, you can stay for a week without talking. And the next moment you come back very well, flowing. as
Everything
cool.
starts,
Exactly.
yeah.
But it's not the same with relationship.
Mm.
And with that friendship, there are some factors that can narrow in, that can make one person stay for a week or two without talking to you.
Yeah.
But it can't be the same. Now, if those same factors should come in a relationship, that'll be a problem.
Definitely.
I can't give any excuse. Why do I have to ignore you for a whole week, 3 days, 4 days, or whatever, a week or two? I just don't. When you call me, I'll call you back. Can I call you back in this? And I call you back and I just talk briefly and that's it.
It's not accepted.
You understand? And it puts you in a state where you start to think, is it because he has gotten what he wanted?
Yeah.
And that is where you start to feel like, I've made a mistake. Why did I even go ahead to tell this guy I like him? He's taking advantage of me. He's probably
Yeah.
not. But due to the circumstances, you start to feel like you've made a mistake. When it's actually not a mistake, or probably not a mistake. These are some of the reasons why I will not, or I don't think so. Because if I like you, maybe we start talking and she's already here and we start talking and we become very good with each other. We talk very well and it gets to a time where we talk about almost everything. We just feel okay to talk about almost everything.
Very open.
Exactly. And we are talking about these things and she feels okay with me. She feels okay. And I'm like, okay, with the way we are talking, there's a possibility of this thing happening. So let me push us to this angle. Then I do. I do it because I want it to happen.
Okay.
But if I don't want it to happen, I will not do it. And even if you wish me to do it, I will not do it because I don't want it to happen. I should be the first person to say it, not you. So if I'm not saying it,
It means,
start asking questions.
okay.
If you ask yourself the questions and you don't get an answer, you can ask me.
All right, hold on. Oh no, who are you looking at him that way? What's in there? Bring it out. You've been looking at him.
Yeah, I have to
In
look
a
at
weird
him
way.
long
because-
time.
Yes, I have to look at him because I disagree with the fact that because you are telling me you are doing something to other people, that's why I want to be with you.
That's just an instance.
It was just an
Just-
instance,
but then
not yeah.
There is no condition for loving someone.
Okay.
let's get it.
It is with women.
No, there
It's only
should
with
never
men.
be
It's only
a
with men.
condition for liking someone.
That's on
He
paper.
stated
That's on
For
paper.
them,
There should not
there
be a
is-
condition.
Yes.
But in reality, there is
There
a
is.
condition.
in
As
reality,
far as a man and a woman,
Yeah.
a man and a woman are concerned, right?
Okay.
With women,
Okay.
love comes with condition.
why should
With
it come
men,
with a
love
condition?
doesn't come with condition.
Okay, so because you are telling me that this girl, I like her because of this, and I do this and that to her, so I should like you, then I'm going to be disappointed when you don't do the same.
Exactly.
So if I don't have that condition, and then I see that maybe you are afraid of losing the friendship, because some guys are just so scared of asking a girl out and she's saying no.
You know why?
Yeah.
Exactly. That's it.
I'll use myself as example here. Almost every guy says I'm difficult and hard until you get closer. So imagine you sit and you think that, oh, she's difficult and hard, so I'll never get close. But you're doing everything. I'm also doing everything, but you are just so scared of losing that friendship. You think I shouldn't just do things to make you see that no, you can't lose that friendship, you think.
So what happens if you do those things and I still and I openly turn you down?
Then we are done.
The
Yes,
friendship is also
that's
done.
With
it.
what? The
friendship
friendship
is
The
also
friendship
done.
is not done because the friendship
There's
is
going to be
something
a
else.
crack in the friendship.
There's going to be
from
a
there.
crack, but personally, I will understand you if you tell me that, hey, you are not my kind.
So you see,
Exactly.
now you are
That's
speaking.
you.
So now you are
Yes.
speaking for yourself,
Yeah,
right?
but
what
it should
happens
just
to
be
other?
like that.
What happens to other people?
So here is the fact: you should be prepared for the good and bad when you
The
openly
outcome,
tell someone
yeah.
that.
This is why when it's a friendship, you have to respect the fact that it's a friendship.
I
know-
understand the fact that you are saying it should be the man's responsibility to ask a lady out. No doubt. Even norms, naturally, that's how it should be. Because Eve shouldn't go to Adam. Adam should go to Eve. That's how it's supposed to be.
Should we go to the Bible? You want us to go into it?
shouldn't go to Adam. Adam should go to
If you want us to go into
No,
the Bible,
no, no.
we can go into it.
But then, you like something, you go for it. That's why I said it's a yes or a no affair.
For you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You are okay with the person. You've been in a friendship. You've seen that this person is just afraid of saying it. No, go ahead.
Let me not catch you, but then with what she just said, I have these two friends. We've been friends for a very long time, and this is a real life story. Okay, so the lady has been giving the guy all the signs and whatsoever. He's not acting on the signs. They've been in friendship for 5, 7, 8, 9, over 10 years. Okay, they've been friends for over 10 years. The guy is still not talking, but from all actions, you could see that the guy too was interested somehow.
What are some of the actions? Will you tell us?
Oh, well, you mentioned the communication, the relationship between the two of them. Basically, you could see that these people are more or less behaving like couples. Okay, but then officially they are not. So the lady decided to ask him out or tell him how she feels. And surprisingly, this was what the guy said. I also feel the same way towards you, but I was afraid of losing our friendship if I should express my feelings to you and you say no. Okay, so it boils down back to what you said, prioritizing the friendship. So he was willing to remain or not to talk or open up to the lady about it for as long as it could take him, just because he's prioritizing that
comfortable.
friendship. Doesn't want to lose the lady because he was afraid if the lady should say no, I'm not interested in you romantically, then obviously our friendship too will collapse.
So, baby,
Okay.
you have a,
So
you have friends.
yeah,
They've been friends for, like you said, 8, 9 or whatever years.
more than 10 years.
Now, how do you be friends with somebody for that long and you don't understand and know the people? To the extent that, because if I am a friend with you, I study and I get to know you. To the extent that there are some things, if I say to you, I can imagine what your response will be.
This is issues of the heart.
I know, I
You
understand.
cannot
I
be
understand.
certain.
Now, for 8 good years, right?
Yeah,
And even
more.
more,
Yeah.
right? That people can assume, people can say it's even a lifetime.
Yeah.
That's a long time,
Yeah.
right? And for that long, how then are you friends with somebody that you don't get to know them so well that you know what will be their response if you say certain things to them? How do you not know?
No, some
See.
guys are just the I'm scared of losing the friendship.
Friendship.
No.
And secondly,
Now let's put
he is also the shy type.
let's put this one aside. The
I'm
value,
shy of,
the value
okay,
of
of the
of
friendship.
friendship,
friendship,
right?
okay.
Let's put that one aside. And you are shy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, so you the girl,
Mm-hmm.
or even you the guy,
Mm-hmm.
as shy as you are, being friends with somebody for 8 years, within the friendship, the 8 years or 10 years friendship, have you never had a girlfriend? Has he never approached anybody in his life
No.
before before the incident, before the friendship, or during the friendship? Has he never done that before?
He has.
Exactly.
Okay.
So if you are, then he's an experienced head. He's somebody who has experience, and he's somebody who knows how to
You
approach
see,
or speak to a woman.
we all think differently, and we all understand things differently. Probably his first girlfriend or whatsoever, the relationship between them didn't really start well. It will start on the friendship base, but not as long as the one he has had with his current girlfriend. They are living happily ever after, let me put it that way. But there are levels, and as I mentioned earlier, understanding, and then the relationship, how you two started off. Okay, this is somebody, a friendship you are not willing to lose for any reason, no matter what. So it should tell you that it is more, or his, not his emotions, but the value or how he prioritizes that friendship. To me, I'll say it's even more than that of his first girlfriend.
Yeah,
Okay.
because when you end up when you have friendship with someone for a
That
long time,
long.
when friendship grows, it becomes something else. I'm always with the view that when I have friends, male friends, not female, male friends,
Okay.
when we are friends as boys, we get to a stage where you are no longer you no longer become a friend, you become a brother.
Okay.
Right.
Family.
Exactly, you become a brother. But it can't be the same with a woman,
Yeah.
because there is a kind of relationship that men and women are not supposed to have naturally.
Okay.
There's a relationship that a man and a woman cannot have.
Enlighten us.
When we are I'm a friend with a boy.
Mm-hmm.
There's almost everything that we can discuss.
Okay.
Almost everywhere we can go. Almost everything we can do. Not almost everything, but there's a lot of things that we can do
Okay.
that I cannot do with a female
lady.
friend. Right? Let's say I can meet you, I can be friends with you from the very beginning, 1 month, 1 week, 2 weeks. I can just know you. You can come to me in my house, or we can meet in a closed place where I can completely go naked.
Okay.
Maybe I'm going to bath, or maybe I just returned from the shower or something. Right? Or I can be a very funny or crazy person from the very beginning. Maybe we are in a room and there's music. All of a sudden I start dancing, or I start doing something. I start rapping. I start doing something.
Okay.
Right? That is because I'm not shy. I know there's no attachment in that situation. So I feel free to do anything right from the beginning. But when it comes to a man and a woman friendship, it has to take time and certain
get to that
factors
level. Okay.
for one to get to such level.
Okay.
So there's a relation that a man and a woman cannot have no matter what.
Okay.
So when you are friends, right? Now, when you make friends with a woman, I always say that when you the man or you the woman, when you are friends and in your mind, I just want to be friends with this person. Maybe I come to meet you, and as we start to talk, I get to know that, no, you are the host, let me leave you out. I get to meet Maunyo, and when we start to talk, I get to know that she's very smart.
Okay.
She's very smart. And having a woman or a female friend who is that smart, I know that in any situation, I can just reach out to her and then she will help me out. I keep her as a friend, not just a friend, but
The smart
reason.
friend zones. Okay.
so that when I find myself in situations, maybe
That's condition.
maybe I'm. That is why it's friendship.
Yeah.
Okay.
That's why it's friend. It's just friendship. So in that, I know that anytime at all, maybe when I want to get a girl, or maybe when I'm talking to a girl and there's something A, B, and
You
C,
could ask her.
I can reach out to her and then she will,
She give you
tell us
tips.
this. So as I know we are friends, and as I'm taking certain things to her, I know I'm exposing my left side to her.
Okay.
That is because I know I have no intention of doing anything with her.
Okay.
So whilst we are friends and whilst we get along, whilst we talk, whilst we do everything, there should be a foundation
Okay.
that there are some things I don't say to her. I don't flirt with her. And I make sure there are places I don't go with her.
Okay.
There are some conversations outside our friendship I don't bring to her.
Okay.
So doing that, she also knows that there are boundaries.
Okay.
That is simply because this guy, because maybe when I first started talking to her, in her mind, this guy is coming to approach me. He's approaching me to propose to me.
Yeah.
Maybe from the beginning, but I proved her wrong. So as I prove her wrong, she'll start to have different opinion about me. Like, well,
Okay.
he's different. He's and all this time that we have been friends, he has never said this to me before. He has never said that to me before. So she will start to understand that, okay, maybe I'm just a completely different guy. Maybe I'm pretending, or I'm just a completely different guy. I'm coming with a different mindset, right? So the foundation is that I make sure our conversation have limits. There are some things we don't talk about. There are some levels our conversation doesn't reach. So even she herself will be mindful anytime she wants to come out with something like that. Even if she has a relationship outside of our friendship and her partner is doing certain things, she will find it difficult to discuss those things with me.
Okay.
Because I know that our friendship is not going anywhere beyond friendship. So I don't introduce her to certain conversations. So she herself will have to respect that boundary. Maybe the things I do, the boundary I set, is the reason why she starts to develop feelings for me. There's a possibility
Yeah, there is.
that the kind of person she thinks I am or she sees me to be is the reason why, because she'll be like, this is the kind of guy I like.
Yeah.
I don't like, he just doesn't jump on me and then
anything,
all of a sudden starts saying A, B, and C. He wants things to move this. So it can be a reason for her to develop things. But those foundations are things that go a long way to respecting each other more. And also making that female friend understand that this guy is not in for anything else apart from friendship.
No.
Maunyo. You are shaking your head.
No. So, before I say anything, I just want to answer this. Is marriage built on friendship? Marriage, relationship, is it built on friendship?
Yeah.
It's built on friendship. Thank you. You've answered. You've said everything I'm coming to say. If marriage is built on friendship, if relationship is built on friendship, let's forget the fact that I was in a relationship before you came, or you were in a relationship before you came into my life, and we are no longer in any relationship. So it's two different things. We are not in any relationship and we meet as friends. Or we were both in relationships and we met as friends and we've been friends, but it just didn't work out on
With
both
either,
sides.
yeah.
Yes. Then after several years, the friendship is good, everything is nice. The person is showing you both the good and the bad side, because marriage shouldn't be built on lies, or relationship shouldn't be built on lies.
Okay.
Not because you like the person, so you would try to be good, you pretend
to be
pretend
what
to
you're
be
not.
good. Okay, the person is open up to you, he tells you both the good and the bad side, and you are convinced that you like all of this. You can accommodate everything, you can compromise the flaws or the bads of this person, or you are able to speak to the person and he or she is
Make
able
some
to
adjustments.
adjust to it. And after years, he or she is not showing any sign. Or no, let me use he, because I'm talking from the angle that a lady can.
Okay.
It's a can, may or may not, can. So after you are showing, like, the person is so good in all these ways, after showing the bad side, I went to the club, I met this lady, I did a one stand, and then you speak to him, oh no, it's not good. And he's able to change. Gosh. And you can't show any sign. You should be able to show sign. I'm not saying go straight to the point and be like, I like you, I want us to marry. No. It's a no-go zone. But at least after the person has shown the good and the bad sides, you still like everything. You are able to, you could compromise. there's trust, because no guy would tell me that he has done this or this before, but he's able to say it. Even though the guy, in one way, like you said, you are trying to, just because of the friendship or because you have it in mind that I don't want to have a marriage or a relationship with her, that's why I'm telling her all of this. But she gets it as a lady. She has all this
different way,
information and she still likes you. She can shoot a shot in a wise way. Yeah.
What will it feel if me and you are in a relationship and I come back from school or I come back from work or I come back from town and I tell you, hey, today too, I met a very beautiful girl, cute one, and I took a number. Charlie, what do you think I should say to her? We're in a relationship and I can't tell you this.
So, this is in the friendship.
No, we are in a relationship. Leave the friendship.
We are in a
Romantic
relationship and you tell me
relationship. I can't
this.
tell
The
you
first
this.
question I ask is what for? What the number?
Yeah, I tell you openly.
That I met
Like
a
I always
beautiful
do,
girl.
like I always
you
do.
always do.
Anytime I come into contact with a pretty girl that I like,
Am I
and
not
I talk to
pretty
her.
enough?
Hold on a minute. This is where I made a point earlier
Okay.
that in my mind, I only like you for a friend, not
Good.
you, me.
Mm,
So I don't mind telling you certain things
good.
because in my head,
Okay.
you won't feel hurt. So I
Okay.
can just tell you.
Yeah.
Okay.
So when I go out there, I meet a nice girl. I
Okay.
come to tell you
Yes, you.
that this girl, what I'll do to her,
Uh-huh.
if she eventually, if she ends
she
up
agrees?
agreeing,
Yeah.
and I come to tell this
Okay.
in a relationship, how will
Okay.
you feel?
You've told me all of this.
In a relationship, not in a friendship.
No. Let me get this before I answer this question. You said all of this in the friendship.
No.
And now you are
not
in a
friendship.
relationship.
Me and you are
I
in a
never knew
relationship.
anything about this.
Me and you are in a relationship,
Mhm.
and I come to tell you something like this.
That again you've done it. We are in a relationship. I don't
And I come
think
to,
you
and I open
will
up to tell you.
you respect me so much that you can't tell me
No, I only
again
need
I've done
you-
it.
I only need you to answer me because I'm building a point. I'm not done.
No.
Now I'm
Yeah,
building a
so
point.
what will be
I'll
your
come up with
reaction?
something else. I'll come up with
It's-
something
it's
else.
a
That's what
two-side
I want
thing.
to know.
You two are
Like,
in a relationship.
We are in a
Yeah.
relationship and every day you do it. Every day.
Not
you
every
do.
day. I
Uh-huh.
do it more, but I tell you some, I don't tell you some.
And
So
then
I
you
just come
come
to tell
and then
you.
you make the
I
statement
talk,
again.
we are in a relationship.
Mhm.
I talk to girls outside the relationship. I
Okay.
flirt with girls.
Okay.
You don't know.
Okay.
Then one day I come to tell you
Okay.
openly.
That
Yes.
this is what
maybe
you do.
maybe I went to drink alcohol
Mhm.
and I made a loose talk
Mhm.
and I tell you this that when you went to the club,
This
this
is
was
what
what I
I
went
did.
to do. There was a girl who twerked in front of me.
And then I took her
I
number.
really like it. Her waist is very soft.
Is the
So I took
expression on your
a number.
face funny?
And I come to tell you this in the house. Loosely.
I will advise every lady that hey.
No, I think you have to answer me
This
first.
question.
Because I'm not done. I have something else. I have something else
Yes,
to
you
say.
want to
build
So I just
up
need
some-
an
You
answer.
come to tell me this, it will hurt me, but I should know how to handle it as a
All
woman.
right. Now, reason why I ask this question is
Mhm.
there are some things that I can tell you in friendship. There are those same things I
You
can
cannot
never tell
tell
you in a
you.
relationship.
That is why I said that.
So friendship and relationship are two different things.
Then we are building
So
the
if-
marriage on lies,
so if-
or we are building
No,
the
no,
relationship on lies.
No, you
Because
hold on a minute.
if you can tell me in a friendship that hey, I go out, I drink alcohol, I smoke, I do this, and then in that friendship I try to modify it, you are still not getting there. What will make me to even come and tell you I like you?
We make friends every day. We make friends every day. I can be friends with you, and then I meet her, and then I start to make friends with her.
Good.
Now, marriage friendship starts after marriage, not before marriage.
So
Really?
Friendship in marriage
it's
it
different.
starts after,
After
marriage.
marriage.
But what leads to the marriage?
That means once you guys become,
It's a different thing
Part-
altogether.
marriage
Marriage
couples.
partners, yeah.
you make your new partner a friend,
Good.
Mhm.
even
Should
if
be
she
your
wasn't a
best
friend, because during talking stage, courtship and all that,
Mm.
we will still be friends. There
Yeah.
are some things I cannot tell you. I cannot take my male friends' conversations or
To
their
you.
personal life stuff
Yeah.
to you.
Mm.
But when we become marriage couples,
Mhm.
we are friends. We have to gossip together. We have to cry
That's what
together.
leads to
Every-
We have
divorce.
to do.
That's
We have
what
to.
leads to divorce.
We have to do.
me.
We have to do a lot of things together.
Mm.
So now, see you as my new friend, I can bring some of those conversations into just so we don't get bored whenever we are together. So we talk about a lot of things,
Lots of things. Okay.
including our friends' private stuff. But the only thing we do is we make sure the things we talk among ourselves don't go outside of the house. So you become a friend after we get married.
No.
And the reason why it is called friendship, or it is said that the reason why I'm saying that you become a friend after marriage is that the things that I cannot tell you, or I'm not able to tell you before, now I feel okay to tell you because I feel like you are my friend, you are my wife, you are my sister, you are my mother. And things I have to say to my mother, I should be able to tell you.
Okay.
Conversations I have to have with my sister, I should be able to bring them to your table. The gossips I can have with a friend, I should be able to bring them to you. So now we become very good friends now.
Very good friends.
Gossip partners, fighting partners,
Everything.
lovers, everything.
Everything.
So the friendship starts after the marriage. That is
Really?
the real. When I say friendship, I'm not talking about just friendship. The real
get
friendship.
it.
What is called friendship? That is what it starts, because there are some secrets in marriage, or there are a lot of things in marriages that marriage couples never take outside of their home.
Yes, so if
And if I don't trust you, I don't tell you those things.
from where you are building it, I want you to understand the fact that if in the friendship zone, because you feel this person is your friend, you are able to tell her your secrets.
You are a friend that I can lose anytime.
Good. But yet you are able to say the good and the bad side of yourself to that person. And I don't know if you
The
really
kind of-
understand
the
me.
kind of-
You see, let's because you feel
It's me and you here, so
me and you here, like
Yeah.
you feel because we are that friend you wouldn't want to lose. So you tell me everything. You can call me. My boss gave me this. How do I handle it? And I'm able to toss around and do it like this. You have difficult situations, even sometimes family issues. Sometimes because there are some close friends, we call it besties, like that kind of bestie thing that you're able to. Oh, my parents.
I don't have that
did-
word in my dictionary.
You don't, yes, it doesn't exist. Some time ago, I realized it doesn't exist.
We
So,
are kind
yeah.
of coining our
Coining,
own thing.
yeah.
Gen Z generation.
Good. So you are like, okay, so this is it. You are able to confide in this person. And she knows the good and the bad side. No, I know your good and your bad side. I know you've been in 3 relationships and I knew what brought up
The breakup.
the breakup. You've told me all this, and I know that, I don't think I'll do this. I don't think I'll do that. And I'm able to tell you a part of me. And you will be like, no, she's just not the right person. But I feel after everything you've said to me, and I'm showing you signs and you don't like it, cool, I'm out.
No, check this out.
Okay.
Yeah,
Check this-
cool, I'm out.
No.
But after showing, I wouldn't keep quiet because he's not saying anything. So, me too, let me keep quiet. What if you are that hole that I'm supposed to, you are that hole to make me
Do
continue?
you know that if my father has 3 wives, it won't be necessary to tell you as a friend. It won't be important.
What if you tell me?
No, hold on a minute. It won't be important. I can tell you, but it won't be anything of
It
importance.
doesn't add any value to
Exactly.
the friendship.
Because we are just friends. It's not necessary.
Yeah.
Okay.
But when we become wife, these are things you have to know.
Yeah.
There's,
So I will tell you.
Okay.
So there are some things we discuss even as friends. I can tell you my naughty side as friends. I can tell you maybe the number of girls I sleep with as friends,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
Just because you are friends. And those are just mere things. They are just, they will feel like secrets. But
Don't
they are
you
just,
think
they are
that
not,
is why
they are not secrets.
divorce is
They are not
No, you
secrets.
see.
They are not secrets. They are not major secrets, right? But there are things that are very deep within that even if, as we are friends, that I probably go naked before you, I still don't have to tell you because it's not necessary,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
But when we become married couples, those are things. I'm not just telling you because I want you to know, but there are things you need to
I
know.
need to know.
My
Yeah.
angle, from
Because you
where
are now
I'm
a part
coming
of
from,
my
it's
family.
a different place.
Okay.
It's different.
No, we are talking about friendship leading and the importance of friendship.
If you
leading
don't
to-
have a friendship, then why would you get married in the first place? If you don't have a friendship, you don't have, I don't know, you don't know me. How can we just get up and go and get
No,
married?
knowing people, there's
Yeah,
a difference
there's
between
a
knowing
difference.
somebody and then being friends with the people.
Yeah.
I've been friends with you for close to 5 years.
Good.
Okay, we know our ins and are out.
Not everything.
Not everything. We'll surely not know
Yeah, obviously.
everything. But there's you've said a lot to convince me. Not to convince me, but you
make
said
you
to
understand,
make
yeah.
me understand that this man is okay for me.
Don't
He's not
you think
approaching me.
you are understanding things differently? Because we all have our ways of understanding things. He is just being open with you, and you are taking it
Like a
should
World
I-
Cup or
exactly.
something.
and you are
Yeah,
feeling he's your spec.
Obviously, women back everything with
Yeah.
emotion. So
So you
No. We are not emotional. No.
as
It's
far
a
as,
no
as far as
gozo.
even if it's friendship, there are times there are some friendships where your female friends don't like the idea of you being friends with another woman
Yeah.
or a particular
Guys,
girl.
yeah,
So
guys.
Yeah.
Well, if we want to continue this, well, I think we will have to come back another time and continue because you guys are all heated up, but then time is against us. So let me ask this last question to the both of you. Brian, would you consider a lady who asks a guy out as cheap?
no,
Quote and unquote.
no, there has never been a cheap woman.
Okay.
No woman is cheap.
Okay.
And so on any day, anywhere, on any platform, I can say this boldly that no woman is cheap. Simple reason being that that woman who is showing you signs and all that, I mean, wanting you guys to have something is also being very difficult and tough to some other men out there outside of you.
So how would you call her?
She's brave.
She's brave. I mean,
Okay.
she's someone who is bold. However, and also she's somebody who doesn't understand herself or who doesn't know her true self.
Yeah.
Okay.
Reason why she doesn't know her true self is that if you are in a friendship with a man and you think you have what it takes for the man to like you, that man should say it
Okay.
even before you think it. He should say it
Okay.
because we even see it before anything,
Okay.
right?
Okay.
Approaching you before I even talk to you, there's something I see on the physical
Okay.
world to you every time I do whatever it is you wish with you or you think we should do.
All right.
But in my mind, I'm just waiting
Okay.
for the day the opportunity will present itself. Do you know there are a lot of guys who, when they get a chance today, they will go beyond not relationship, but they would like to have intimate with their friends, female friends.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's not happening. They are not saying it because the chance hasn't presented itself.
Okay.
So they are waiting. So before you would think you are fit for me to propose you or ask you out to be my
You
girlfriend,
have already thought.
I should, because I have seen it from this. That is what brought me to being friends with you, or
Okay.
brought me close to you.
Okay.
So I should already tell you before you even start thinking. So when we stay for a long time, 1 year, 6 months, 1 year, 2 years, it has now become a friendship, a very good friendship.
Okay.
Then you should know, or there's a high possibility that I'm not interested in a relationship with you.
All right.
I just want to be friends with you.
All right. Maunu, please, your final thoughts, or do you also have some things to say about whether the lady is being cheap or not?
Well, she's not cheap.
Okay.
Just like Brian said, no lady is cheap.
Okay.
She's being brave enough to openly say it.
Okay.
But
So bless us with your final thoughts as well, whilst Brian prepares his.
okay, so as a lady, it's a yes or a no. Like I started, on the yes zone, you should communicate it with little actions, being nice, surprising once in a while to make him feel that, oh, she's trying to communicate something,
Okay.
but not go say like that. Just try to play that, should I say, wifey role, like try to be in that. Yeah. Don't go and say I like you, no, I beg.
Okay.
Then it's a no, because I wouldn't say society or norms, but let's take our culture into display. A man should be the one talking to his family that he has seen an apple in a
beautiful flower
a beautiful
whatsoever.
flower in a particular home,
Okay.
and then the family follows up and it becomes marriage. So It shouldn't be like that. The woman, it has never. I've not heard it in Ghana where the woman's family went to the man's house to go and ask of the man's hand in marriage. So it's a no, but I'll still stand that if it's a yes, please
Do it wisely.
do it nicely to communicate it with little favors. Yeah.
All right. Brian, your final thoughts.
You can have all the views you have as a woman, but on a record, 90% of men who are friends with you as a woman are not just friends because they want to be friends. They are only friends because you want friendship.
Okay.
So when you have a friend, a male friend, who stays or sticks with you for a long time, and you think you are fit for him to have a relationship with you, but he's not proposing to you, then you should ask yourself questions. Because we men come, majority of us come with just one intention. And that
Okay.
intention is to get you into staying with us like intimate wise. So if a guy is stayed glued to you for a long time and he's not doing this, ask yourself questions.
All right, viewers. I'm even short of words, but then I guess your questions have been answered. Your whatever it is that's been in your mind has been cleared. Well, I guess we would have to come back on the same topic because there are still so many angles to take it from. Well, my guests today were Maunyu and then Brian. Kindly subscribe if you haven't subscribed. We promise to bring you more juicy, educative, and entertaining topics. I've been your host, Pepi Sonia. We'll see you some other time. Until then, keep taking good care of yourself. It's a bye for now.